Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers for the week of April 21, 2025 are here. Next week, fans can expect Josslyn Jax, Eden McCoy to make a bold move. Meanwhile, Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, strikes a deal with Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota. Keep reading and let's discuss what is coming up in the ABC soap opera. Next week, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, confides in Carly Spencer, Laura Wright. Carly will most likely learn about Sonny's heart issues and upcoming pacemaker surgery. The blonde might be caught off guard over how long Sonny has been keeping this secret. At the same time, she will offer her full support. Despite being exes, they do want the best for each other. While Carly will have positive thoughts for Sonny's medical issues, she will be fretting over Willow Tate Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, and Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson. Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, assured his lady friend that Drew would make a mistake while trying to be a hero. It should be mentioned that Willow and Drew both signed papers for the children if something happens to either of them. Of course, Drew doesn't really care about Willow or her children. At this point, it's just a big game to him and has become all about winning. General Hospital spoilers for next week reveal that Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, is about to become Jen Sidwell's, Carlo Rota, newest employee. However, Jordan is playing a very dangerous game. Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, and Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, are already suspicious. Fans can also expect Josslyn to make a bold move. As part of her WSB mission, Josslyn is going to try to get the research assistant position with Professor Henry Dalton, Daniel Goddard. The professor seems pretty creepy and slimy. Plus, if Joss ends up getting that position, then that will just intensify the tension between the two college students. Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, and Kai Taylor, Jen's Austin Astrup, will continue to heat up. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, accepted Ava Jerome's Maura West deal. However, at some point, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, or Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Muncy, could find out about these payments. Speaking of Christina, Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, has been concerned about another attempt on Ava's life. Over with Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, she could face questions over accepting Sidwell's $250,000 payoff. Meanwhile, she is also getting closer to Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, so that could complicate things. Port Charles is no stranger to chaos, but as the week of April 21 to April 25 begins to unfold, the lives of its most pivotal players are about to take some unexpected turns that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. With major characters making dangerous decisions, old alliances being tested, and new strategies forming behind closed doors, General Hospital is primed for an explosive stretch that promises emotional payoff, strategic power moves, and game-changing twists. At the center of this storm stands Josslyn Jax, whose patience and loyalty have been pushed to the brink. After months of emotional back and forth, questions about Dex's true motives, and her own inner struggle about whether to follow her heart or her instinct, Josslyn is done sitting back. The days of playing it safe are over. In a move that's as bold as it is dangerous, Josslyn will take matters into her own hands this week, and her decision could send ripples through every major storyline on canvas. Whether it's tied to Dex, to Sonny, or to a brewing threat she's been secretly tracking, the implications are massive. Sources close to production tease that Josslyn will confront someone who's been keeping secrets from her. And this confrontation won't be private. She's been underestimated before, but not this time. Her emotions are high, her clarity is sharper than ever, and she knows protecting the people she loves, even if it means crossing lines, isn't a choice, it's a necessity. Meanwhile, behind the scenes of Port Charles' political and legal power corridors, a dangerous alliance is beginning to form between Sidwell and Jordan Ashford. While the city's attention may be elsewhere, this deal, sealed over whispered conversations and tense meetings, could shake up the very structure of Port Charles' justice system. Jordan, driven by both duty and pressure from above, finds herself at a crossroads. Her need to protect the city may be colliding with her desire to keep her hands clean. Enter Sidwell, the newcomer with deep ties to shadowy networks and a track record of turning political chaos into personal gain. Their partnership is less about trust and more about mutual leverage. Jordan needs access to intel Sidwell possesses, and Sidwell needs a shield against those who would see his influence stripped before it can solidify. The most chilling part: neither of them is being fully honest with the other. Viewers can expect to see a power play unfold mid-week where Jordan is forced to choose between upholding the law or rewriting it. And either choice comes at a price. Elsewhere, Drew Kane is walking straight into a storm of his own making. While trying to do the right thing for those closest to him, he'll misread a situation so severely that it will alter his current trajectory. Driven by guilt, wounded pride, and a thirst for redemption, Drew will act fast, too fast, and in doing so, make a mistake that leaves someone deeply hurt and others furious. Spoilers suggest that Drew's decision could inadvertently compromise a long-simmering plan involving Carly and Anna, creating an unintended domino effect that gives the enemy an opening. There's also buzz that his misstep might resurface an old grudge, one fans will remember, though Drew himself may have buried it. The fire could expose lies he's been trying to leave behind, and there's no guarantee anyone will be there to help clean up the mess. Drew has always wanted to be the man who protects others, but this week he might need saving himself. While these three major arcs dominate the early week, the ripple effects across Port Charles will be impossible to miss. Sonny Corinthos, still trying to hold his empire together in the face of growing threats and disloyalty within his own ranks, will be keeping a close eye on both Josslyn and Dex. Whether he steps in as a protector or an enforcer remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Sonny's patience is wearing thin. His enemies may be circling, but it's the betrayals within his circle that are starting to cut the deepest. Nina Reeves is also expected to be pulled into the fray when she stumbles across a conversation she wasn't meant to hear, something that could once again pit her against Carly in a battle neither of them seems able to escape. Across town, Ava Jerome finds herself being questioned, not by the police, but by someone who believes she knows more than she's saying. Ava, always one step ahead, may be walking a finer line than even she realizes. Whether it's linked to the gallery, to her past with Nicholas, or to something newer and darker, her involvement is no longer just speculation. Fans can also expect smaller but meaningful scenes from Trina and Spencer as they continue to navigate their fragile reunion, and Brooklyn and Chase, whose upcoming decision could be a bright spot amid the shadows. But don't expect any of these subplots to stay small for long. Every decision made this week ties into a larger web, and the writers are setting the stage for a shocking end-of-week cliffhanger that insiders say will redefine loyalties and leave one major character reeling. With tensions rising, secrets slipping, and Port Charles once again teetering on the edge of transformation, this is the week to buckle in. Josslyn's bold move may seem personal, but it could ignite a war. Sidwell and Jordan's quiet deal may start in whispers, but it could end in explosions. And Drew's mistake, however well-intentioned, may be the very thing that opens the door to chaos. The beauty of General Hospital lies in its ability to intertwine personal emotions with high-stakes drama, and this week is proof of that magic. Viewers will be treated to powerhouse performances, tight dialogue, and the kind of story momentum that keeps soap lovers glued to their screens. Whether you're Team Joss, rooting for redemption, or just watching it all burn, one thing's for certain: every moment this week counts. And in Port Charles, joy and destruction often come in the same breath. As April 21 kicks off what promises to be one of the most electric weeks of the spring, fans are urged not to blink. Because the calm before the storm is already over. The storm has begun. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.